Hello, everyone, and have a great Saturday and weekend ahead. I have a big news for many fragrance lovers. Finally, the House of Lacoste released a new version of Lacoste Original, which was perhaps one of their best flagship, and the original was released in 1984, and this is the very fresh release. And I hopefully managed to have a sample and I tested, and I'm going to give you my very fair opinion about this fragrance, because I always been a big fan of Lacoste Original, and I've been waiting for that one, and I really wondered why the House of Lacoste discontinued Lacoste Original. So we are going to talk about this fabulous fragrance. Lacoste Original is an aromatic fougere for men, and this fragrance is a new fragrance, launch of obviously in 2024, and perfumer behind are and Filipo and Tanguy Guesnet. Top notes are bergamot, cardamom, pink pepper. Heart notes are lavender, clary sage. Base notes are patchouli, sandalwood, amber, and tonka bean. Okay, this fragrance, it's a Lacoste Original is a modern fragrance with a unique and powerful signature of a woody fougere scent designed to stand out. The fragrance open up with citrus freshness, enhanced with dazzling spices. The aromatic heart revealed through an elegant duo of French ingredients, lavender and clary sage, enhanced by lavender and absolute. Finally, the woody base mix the sensuality of creamy sandalwood with intensity of patchouli with amber scent, adding a powerful vibration and a tonka bean, a subtle touch of seduction. Okay, this fragrance, what we can tell you about this fragrance is the fact. Hello, I don't know who is online, but whoever you are, you're welcome. This fragrance, it's not 100% same as the Lacoste Original previously released in 1984. But somehow, when you wear it and you leave it for half an hour, if you've been accustomed of Lacoste Original, you find similarities, but not exactly the same. I'm going to tell you the differences, because there are many differences about these fragrances. But before I develop the differences, I want to give you the notes of the Lacoste Original, the one that been released in 1984, because I think it's important, and those notes are not here with the new version. Okay, top notes of Lacoste Original 1984 was lime, lavender, bergamot, lemon, and clary sage. Mid notes are basil, green notes, geranium, jasmine, carnation, galbanum. Base notes are oakmoss, vetiver, cedar, musk, tonka bean, and amber. Okay, you see there are some differences between the two versions, but globally, there is also lots of similarities, because they kept the amber, they kept the tonka bean, they kept the cedar, and in the new version, it's less floral. You don't have geranium, you don't have jasmine and galbanum and carnation, but you have bergamot, clary sage. Okay, so it's a combination of the older formula and the current formula. But obviously, the Anne Filippo, she's a great perfumer. She really done a nice job, because it's a revival of Lacoste Original, and I don't think they wanted to fool us they kept the soul of Lacoste Original. Somehow they kept the DNA of the Lacoste Original version of 1984, but they combined to make it different on some ways, but in the other ways, it's very similar to the Lacoste Original. It is green, it is fougere, has less herbal touch because there is no basil here. So, my point of view, I am not disappointed. I am not disappointed, and I'm going to order a bottle for myself from France, from my friend, because I want to have it. I really like it. It's a very pleasant fragrance. It's a very freshy and also very manly and very classy fragrance that I really enjoyed when I wear it for the last 24 hours. And I, I got the mood, I got the vibes of the original Lacoste of 1984, but I cannot tell you it's 100% the same. But in the other hand, I prefer this than a bad reformulation. I really prefer this than a bad reformulation because here the fragrance it's not watered down. Here the fragrance it's a kind of new breed of Lacoste Original, little bit modified, but overall is the same. So this is my point of view, and I wanted to really share with you because this fragrance, lots of us we've been expecting this fragrance because has lots of fan, lots of nostalgia around this fragrance. It's a beautiful fragrance, and really among the sport fragrances, it's one of the king. I have to say, it's one of the king of sport fragrances. I don't know if you've been accustomed with the original version. I really love the original version. I always had it in my collection, and I truly miss that fragrance. And I'm very happy that the House of Lacoste relaunched this fragrance because this fragrance really deserved to be back on shelves, and I think. Lots of us will be waiting for that fragrance to come back again and be available. Previously, I reviewed the new Lacoste Booster, which is a nice one too. I really enjoyed wearing that, and this is another one that I've been waiting for, and I'm very happy that the House of Lacoste relaunched this fragrance once again because to be very honest with you, this fragrance is one of the best among all the fragrances that the House of Lacoste released through the years. The House of Lacoste has a background of history because the first Lacoste fragrances were made by Jean Patou, and I reviewed them. You can check on my Lacoste playlist, and the perfumer was a legendary perfumer, Jean Carello. And it's a sport house, no doubt about it, but it's a classy and very nice sport house. And they really always try to manage to release great fragrances that they are sporty and but at the same time they are very variable and they are very classy. And here they manage Anne Filipo and Tanguy. I don't know who is Tanguy, but Anne Filipo, I really know her perfectly. She's a great perfumer. They managed to keep the soul of the original Lacoste of 1984, and they brought it back alive. So it's a revival of Lacoste Original, and very luckily this fragrance is back. But I'm again telling you guys, it's not exactly the Lacoste Original of 1984, but it is very close to the original Lacoste fragrance of 1984. Overall, it's a nice fragrance. You have to wear it by yourself. You have to feel it by yourself. If you've been accustomed to Lacoste Original from 1984, you will realize immediately that this is close. This is very close to the original version. A hint different from the original version, but overall, They made a great job, and I wanted to praise them for that because this is a solid release from the house of Lacoste, and I'm very happy. I'm very excited and very happy that has been relaunched. Prices are something around 110, and they got also a small size. There is available 100 ml and 60 ml. 60 ml is something around $70. A big size, it's around $120. But of course, later prices will drop, and you can have them cheaper on discounters. But don't expect immediately because this fragrance has been released just a few days ago. So that's it. This is my take on the new Lacoste Original 2024, the revival of the Lacoste Original of 1984. Nice job. It's a nice aromatic fougere, solid release by the House of Lacoste. Mm, how we can say, I will say, is 75% close to the original version of 1984. Okay, so this is my final take on this fragrance, but I am going to review this fragrance when I get my bottle because I want to do a full review upon this once I hold my bottle in my hand. I don't like to do a review on a smile wide, but when I get my bottle, I will review this once again. So have a great weekend, folks, and stay fragrant. Remember, only wear what you want to wear. Don't follow the hype because the hype might fool you. And just know you are the decision maker. Don't listen to nobody. Test the fragrance, wear the fragrance, and if you like, pull the trigger. God bless you all. Until we talk again, have a great Saturday and also fantastic Sunday. Cheerio. Bye bye.